If you stand in our playground and you do a 360, you will see the high-rise buildings and estates that most of our children come from. This building is a beacon in the middle of that. It's something unique. At Rotherhithe, we celebrate different cultures. We have over 40 different languages spoken in our school, an attribute that we are very proud of. We establish a culture of belonging, an ethos of coming to our school and immediately being part of our family. We understand that different families come from different backgrounds, and different families and children have different needs. And within our school, we are accommodating and facilitating those different needs so that each and every child in our school can reach their full potential. When I was first asked to do an educational brief for a potential new design, I had asked, so do I do practical thinking or do I do blue sky thinking? And he said, just go for blue sky thinking. What would you like a school in Rotherhithe to have? And immediately the cogs started turning. A lot of our families and children live in high-rise buildings and on the estates, and they don't have access to gardens, front gardens or back gardens.
All right, people, let's do this.
What we wanted to do was to bring the landscape and the outdoor environment into the building. And a good means that we did that was these large windows where we could facilitate that, them seeing greenery out from every classroom.
I love that I see people labeling their work. It makes it easy for them to calculate.
Because outdoor learning is so important for children's progress and to support their learning, we wanted to create a school where the landscaping really makes up part of the learning environment, not just as an add-on, and not landscaping that's behind a fence. We wanted to genuinely make it part of children's learning day to day, part of their play day to day. Getting the children to learn and live and play alongside the landscaping was essential for us to really teach children about sustainability, to really get them to understand and appreciate their environment. One of the things that we really wanted to create with our school is a very natural feel, again linking to the natural environment. So together with the light brick, we've also incorporated a lot of natural wood and light wood within the school. But we wanted it to be rooted in the history of the local community and the local area, because Surrey Quays was known for its timber trade. So we have breakout spaces where children are receiving additional support or interventions. But not only that, the breakout spaces is strategically placed in front of a big window where the children can still look at the landscaping. We wanted to create a learning environment where the children felt at one with nature, and not only did they feel that they were removed from their classroom, but they were actually receiving really good input and interventions from our skilled staff in a lovely environment.
Oh, what cake are you making? Is it a... It's a chocolate cake. Well done.
Through the creative design of the building, we can now use the spaces allocated for specific extracurricular activities. For example, we have a studio for the arts where our brass band and keyboard players can rehearse. We now have on-site forest school, and the children absolutely love going into forest school. We don't have to go off-site, which makes it an extension of their classroom. We have a practical room where the children can cook. We use the practical room for science experiments and art lessons within the curriculum. We've also been very fortunate to be given an allotment on site. I love seeing children getting the soil ready and digging and being all muddy to the end product where they are harvesting their vegetables. It's a fantastic space, and it's a fantastic thing to observe throughout the seasons, because we are all about growing children, but children grow better when they grow things that they can nurture and look after and really benefit in the end. I was worried that children were going to get lost. And I was also worried about how are the little ones going to navigate such a distance from their classroom to the dining hall. Honestly, when they moved in, it really felt that they've always been here. They settled in so well, and immediately it improved our behavior. Children were automatically more calm, and I believe firmly that it's linked to bringing nature closer to the children and making it part of their learning experience. I love my office. I love the positioning of my office because I can see directly out in the playground. So although sometimes I'm caught up in meetings all day, I feel like I'm part of the playtime and lunchtime and part of the children's play because I can see them. We designed this building for the community, but a very important part of that community is our staff. And although we said we wanted the landscaping to become part of the learning environment, it is also very much part of the teaching environment. So the teachers equally benefit having these large windows where they can overlook greenery. And I believe firmly that it has supported their well-being. I recall the very first day we moved in. I really wanted the children to be part of the moving in process. So we got them to bring over little trays with their reading books and their writing books in it. And we wanted them to move into the building, bringing those belongings with them. So as we were entering the front entrance, the very first class that entered the building, they were in awe. And one child stood dead still, and he looked at me and he said, "Is this really all for us?" It was the most proud moment but also the saddest moment. It was the proudest moment that I actually got approval from our children that they really liked the building. But it was also sad that they didn't believe that it could be for them. And at that very moment, I knew the building was a success. Every visitor to our school, when they first come in, before they shake our hands, they go, wow. But in the end, it is just a building. And what makes the building unique is our ethos, is our culture. It's the way that we believe in all children reaching their full potential, whatever that potential is. And it really ties into our inclusive way that we approach our provision. If there's one recommendation that I could give to other schools in the same position, is find yourself involved. Allow yourself to do blue sky thinking. Think about your community and what would really benefit the community, and make sure the community's voice, the staff's voice, the children's voice, they are all heard within every step of the process. Think big or go home.